Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading and I'm going to use my crystal grid deck and I'm going to use my learning tarot cards, the witchy cauldron. So if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. So let's start out with a crystal card and see what energy. All right, that one literally came flying out. And we have hematite, and I just so happen to have my hematite right here next to me. So this is hematite. I love this stone. It fits perfectly in my hand. Actually, right before this reading, I was holding it in my hand and just said some manifestation affirmations for myself because it definitely gives me a calming energy. So we have hematite, grounding, magnetic pull, focus. With a magnetism that is sky high, hematite has the ability to absorb negative emotions and create strong energetic boundaries. Its authoritarian force releases self-imposed limitations. So that's very important, and I think that's why that helps me a lot. A powerful stone to use in grounding oneself, hematite activates the root chakra and balances out the 7 chakras by pulling toxicity from your aura. Deriving from the Latin word for blood, hematite cleanses the blood in the body by promoting circulation and energizing the nervous system to begin anew. Use hematite when you need that extra boost. Aries, Aquarius, Saturn. So I love that one, and that I will definitely say that that has helped me many times, and I do feel I have that boost. So if you're looking for a stone to help you with that, definitely that is one. So that's a good one for this reading. So I have my learning tarot cards. So we have the current situation. We have the 5 of Pentacles. So with these cards, they have the descriptions right on them. They have a ton of information on them. All right, and then there's a link down below, and then it'll bring you to the video of my review of the cards. So we have the 5 of Pentacles being crossed by the Magician. What do you need to focus on? We have the King of Wands. Your past, leaving behind the Page of Wands. Your strengths, the 4 of Swords. Near future, we have the Fool. Advice, we have the Death card. The environment, we have the Page of Pentacles. Hopes and fears, we have the 3 of Wands. And potential outcome, we have the Knight of Cups. All right. So we have the 5 of Pentacles is crossed by the Magician. So I feel like it's a loss of power. And that's pretty cool because we had the hematite come out. And that is about releasing self-imposed limitations. And I feel that goes perfect with this because it represents that, are you putting limitations on yourself? And you feel a loss of power. You're feeling on the outside. You're feeling that you have no control over things. And sometimes we feel that way. We feel like there's so much going on, there's so much happening, that we feel this huge sense of loss of power. What you need to focus on right here is the King of Wands is being in charge, right? Right here we have on his card, it says leadership, and it says being in charge. And being in control is, how do you take control of this situation? That this situation here is draining you. You're feeling at a loss. You're feeling in a negative. So how do you get control of the situation? Like I said, for me, that like I've said many times before, that what are those tools that you have that can help you when you feel at a loss? And for me, it was that hematite stone, is to hold on to that. I have lots of other crystals here. What are those things that you have that can help you to get focused, to help you get back on track? And like today, I'm going to the barn too, so that's a double for me, right? But focusing on those things is, how do you gain control over the situation. Sometimes if we feel overwhelmed by something, I feel like it's getting that piece of paper and writing everything down and saying, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. What are those things that I can change and get control of? I always feel that having knowledge, learning about things, instead of sweeping them under the rug where you feel like you really don't know what's going on, but bringing it to the surface and facing it and acknowledging it and saying, okay, this is a weak spot and this is what I need to change. What are you leaving behind? I feel like it's negative communication. I feel like it's negative talk. It could be that talk that you're giving yourself that's limiting yourself, that's saying things aren't going to get better, that, you know, just being in that negative energy and catching yourself with that and saying, okay, I need to change that and turn that around. It also could be that there could be people around you that are saying negative things or that you feel drain your energy. I feel like that's what you need to leave behind, is that negativity. Your strengths, we have the 4 of Swords, and I feel like it's, okay, taking a time out, giving yourself a time out. I feel like you need that time to recharge, that you're good at, okay, I need to step away from the situation and I need to refocus, because I kind of feel like you're overwhelmed here. I feel like you have a lot of thoughts going on, you have a lot of energy, like you have a lot going on around you, and I feel like you need to pare that down and you need to focus. The near future, we have the Fool, which I love that, which is those new beginnings. It's freedom, it's 0, like there's a big 0 there, but I feel like that is a new start. It's feeling recharged again, that this situation has drained your body, that this situation is where you're going to recharge, and then you're going to be able to start new again. We have the Advice, we have the Death card. The Death card is about letting go of what is holding you back, and then that transition and that change, and about moving forward, right? It's about not letting these things bother you, not letting these things get to you. But if it does, it's about handling a situation that may be negative or draining, and it's facing it and taking charge of it and not letting it take charge of you, and saying, how do I move on from this? We have the Environment is the Page of Pentacles, and it's about Pages is young energy, and it's new opportunities, and it's this feeling of newness. That's what I feel like. It's a feeling of newness that's over the environment of this reading, is recharging and renewing and beginning again. Hopes and fears, we have the 3 of Wands. Definitely hopes and fears is, where do I go from here? What does the future look like? What is my next step? But it's also exciting, because it's like, okay, I'm leaving this situation behind. I'm not feeling out of control, that I'm taking control of my life, that I'm taking control of the decisions that I'm making, that I'm taking control of things. And that's a very powerful thing. I feel that that's very powerful, is when you feel that you have control of your life, when you feel like you're driving the bus, like you're choosing where it's going to go. The potential outcome is the Knight of Cups, and right here I just saw this creative expression, and I feel like it's being you, choosing you, right? That it could be some offers coming in, because I just saw offers here. We have invitations, taking actions, following your heart. I feel like it's, you finally feel like you're in control, that it's about you and your life. Sometimes we feel that we're caught up in how other people want us to live or other people want us to be, and we lose ourselves, right? Sometimes that happens in relationships where we are with someone that we feel that we lose ourselves, that they slowly chip away at us and they slowly want to change us, right? They slowly want to change the way that we are to fit what they want us to be, but we lose ourselves, and sometimes we don't realize that's happening. But then when we do realize that it's happening, it's like this huge loss of self. So I feel like you gain that massive sense of self again, which is so powerful, and I love that. Let's grab a Star Dragons, because I love my Star Dragons and my spirit animal. It was so cool this morning. On my patio, when I went to go out there, there was two morning doves on the railing, and it was so cool. It was like, oh, good morning. Like, it's so cool. And the little bunny is down there today too. I've been seeing her a lot too, and I think that's really cool. I love seeing all my little animals. If you've been with me for a long time, you definitely know that I see a lot of animals out there. Like when I saw the bobcat, I've seen the turkeys, I've seen the bunnies, I've seen the armadillo, definitely many birds all around. I saw the eagle, the bald eagle going out to the barn. I mean, it's pretty cool, and I feel like those are signs, and those are messages, and those are, you know, those signs that we have to give us that comforting feeling. And I feel like it's messages within ourselves for whatever we feel it is when we see them. And I feel like that is what enhances life, is having those signs and those little things that happen that kind of give you that sense of comfort that it's going to be okay. We have vision, contemplating the future, so I feel like it goes with that. And what are those things that you can change, and looking towards the future and saying, these are the changes that I want, and it's a different future than before because you feel like you're more in control. All right, let's get our spirit animal oracle. I kind of feel like these two, which is kind of cool because they both kind of have the same coloring. So we have the Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Definitely. Be fearless and be bold and go after your dreams. And then we have Skunk Spirit, know your worth. So those are two very important messages, is knowing your worth, and know that you are worth more, that you are worth more than to be put down by someone else or controlled by someone else, or to be in a negative space, to talk less to yourself, right? To limit yourself, and to be fearless and bold and push through these times where we struggle and where you have those difficult times and you feel that there are limitations on yourself. But to be fearless to be fearless and bold, I feel, is also representative to the Fool, where that's what the Fool is. It says right here, it's time to embark on brand new beginnings. And definitely, I feel like that's that message to you, those brand new beginnings, whatever those relate to you, right? To take those chances and go after those goals that you set for yourself. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.